What's up, YouTube? It's me, Super Mario DJ here, and welcome back to another video. Today's video is going to be something very interesting, and I am also late to the party on this topic, but I'm ready to do a video on it nonetheless. So today, or not today, but a little bit ago, Nintendo released a trailer for DLC to Mario 3D World since they're porting the game to Switch, and the Switch port is going to have some bonus DLC about Bowser, and it looks amazing to the point where there's so much to break down. It's worth doing a video on. So we're gonna do that, and I have a special guest to do that with me. So let's just hop right into it and not waste any more time. So here we go, and here we go. So yeah, I have Livvy here with me, who will be helping me break down the Bowser Fury trailer.
Hey guys.
So yeah, Livvy's collab before with the Birthday Bash. You guys check that out. I don't think I'll link it here, but it's on the channel. You'll find it. And yeah, we're here to do some Mario reaction because this new DLC for 3D World kind of looks interesting.
Yes.
So without further ado, for constraint and for no more errors, we're each going to be watching the trailer separately, but for you will see both of us talking about it and reacting it on my perspective with the trailer audio. So yeah, with that being said, let's full screen the video. And I will do my countdown, and we will begin reacting to the Bowser's Fury trailer. Now, keep in mind, as I do for my FNAF stuff and other trailer stuff that I react to, we will play it through once, no talking, and then we will come back and break it down. So, starting in 3, 2, 1. This is part of the 35th anniversary for Mario. Here we go. So there we are. That was a bigger, badder Bowser's Fury plus 3D World for the Nintendo Switch. That's kind of amazing, crazy. General thoughts. It really looks cool. Really looks sick. Livvy can voice her opinion on it.
Yeah, the graphics look like they've been like updated a lot. Like some of the like at the point where it was raining, like Mario was like shiny, I guess. I don't know.
I mean, just looking at like this like end screen where it says available February 12th, 2021. you've got the original like box art for 3D World, and you look next to it with Bowser's Fury, and it's like they've done something to make Bowser's Fury a little more high quality than 3D World.
Yeah.
So now it's time to go back through the trailer and analyze it. Obviously it's with what seems to be like a statue of like a cat bell, a cat podium thing,
Yeah.
which obviously after a few seconds it reveals to be this big mega gigantic version of the cat bell we know and love from 3D World. So with it being a bigger version, I have a feeling, or obviously we saw her in the trailer, it's a new version of the cat belt that has new power ups, new abilities that Mario can use in his ventures along the way.
Yeah, I also noticed like there were four beams of light because like it's completely dark, and then the beams of light came in, and then it like turned golden.
Yeah. And a lot of the stuff in the background, like some of the trees and like this like archway or whatever, a lot of the like background and like scenery definitely looks cat themed. So is this still like the same like world from 3D World? Is it like a brand new island, brand new world, etc.?
I feel like it could be like still like it could be like a different world completely altogether, but still have some sort of links to the original worlds.
Yeah, obviously after the cat bell is shown off for the first time, or the Giga Cat Bell, you get a look at like part of the world, and this, from what it looks like, this world seems to be gigantic. You've got like the building Mario is standing on with Bowser Jr. next to him. We'll get to that, and you've got like all this like different scenery in the background. You've got the cat podium we start from the beginning. You see like different grasslands, some like rotating platforms. It looks like gates.
Yeah, it looks like a lot more
And I just
spacious and
realized,
like
I don't
there's
know
more
how
to
I missed
explore.
this, like watching the trailer, but there's a clear pipe in the building Mario is sitting on. So there's definitely going to be clear pipes.
Yeah.
Can't believe I
Yeah,
overlooked that
okay, I got
fact.
it.
I should know what the clear pipe is. Like I played so much of 3D World. I played it on the channel as a one-off so far. It could come back, guys. You guys gotta like vote or like whatever. But there definitely seems to be a lot of like black goop or like some sort of like black like hue around some of the objects in the background.
Yeah, it's kind of like in Sunshine with like the like all the paint around there.
Yeah, it's like
When you
sun.
like
It's
look
either like
at
sunshine with the paint and like everything being needing to get cleared off from flood, or it's like the black goop from or the black paint from Paper Mario Color Splash.
yeah.
So obviously you keep going in the trailer, and the Goombas look completely different from their first appearance in 3D World. They're back to like their brown color, and they still have the cat ears and the tail. And I think in 3D World they were like a golden or like an orangey color. You've got
Yeah, I
those
think
whatever their name
they
was,
never
the
really
freaking birds
confirmed.
that like peck the ground. And after that, we see what looks to be a new item. It's like a golden coin that's a cat. It's shaped like a cat, and it's like red in the middle, gold on the outside. So it must be like a new collectible.
Yeah, kind of like the coins from Mario Odyssey where like you had to collect each individual coin for that world.
Yeah, there's like Mario Odyssey is the best example. Where like each world had like its own specific coins besides the usual golden coins you get in Mario games. So, yeah, and keep letting it going again. Oh wait, I just saw something. I'm gonna back it up a minute. There was another. There's a. If you go to 26 seconds, like I said, there's all these different cat trees and whatnot. There's like another cat, which there's a few more cats we'll point out later. But there's a cat that seems to be like multicolored. So is this like just like maybe I'm not saying it's like the Sprixies from 3D World, but is this like some sort of like resident of the world?
Yeah, kind of like a help guide, I guess.
Maybe a guide, maybe it's just like Toad from 64. Like they just stand around and tell you a few things. Like I said, Bowser Jr. seems to be following
Yeah.
us again. All the enemies have cat ears, funny enough, and most of the power ups either seem to be returning. You got Tanuki, you've got Boomerang. I would assume Fire Flower, Cat Suit. Plus he's back, and it seems to be like in like some sort of like gigantic ocean. Which brings a point that this new world seems to be like surrounded by a gigantic ocean. So is this DLC open world and you have to use Plessy to get around?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
kind of
most
feel like because the world's more open, you're gonna need like more like help getting around. So like, Plessy's probably the way to get around.
yeah, Plessy probably is to be around. Like I said, you've got a lot of returning power ups and like items from 3D World. You got the skate in that one scene, and like I said, more cat coins, more. You got the golden rings from 3D World still there. This weird like cat shrine or something. Like almost looks like probably like a green star or like a star from like the Galaxy games or the moons from Odyssey, and it's like blocked off by some sort of like transparent wall, or not transparent but
Yeah,
invisible
there's
wall.
yeah, and like it doesn't show up until you hit it.
Yeah, I think that was a thing in 3D World where like there was like platforms that you had to walk on and it would appear when you walk on it. So I feel like it might be
Yeah,
something like that, but in this case, it's a wall and not like a platform. Although, if you look in this
yeah,
scene,
because
there's like
there's
seems to be an enemy floating in midair for no apparent reason. So maybe those blocks do return.
yeah, there's like when um
If you keep going,
the
you see
enemy
the
that's
blocks I'm
floating.
talking about. Like Mario has the ground pound and show where the blocks are.
Yeah, I feel like
The
it's
whatever,
kind
the
of
buzzy beads seem to be back, and like you got the propeller box. So, yeah, a lot of the power ups from 3D World are returning. There's like this new like like slingshot or like spring thing that launches you to like the next platform island. That's interesting.
yeah,
And then you've got, as I said, he's been following us around for like half the trailer already. You've got Bowser Jr., which like just like I was gonna say earlier, there seems to be like some Sunshine references in this, where like Bowser Jr. is back and he's got the paintbrush from Sunshine.
yeah. It's kind of like strange because there's like all this like weird paint like substance around, and then Bowser Jr.'s got the paintbrush. It's kind of strange because he used to be using that to like mess everything up in the Sunshine game.
Yeah, like I said again, all the enemies have cat ears, and it seems like Bowser Jr. is either a companion or like a partner for this game because he's like helping you attack the enemies. And in a later shot, like he can paint random spots that have question marks to get an item or something. And it also
Yeah,
shows off that boss fights will be returning too, and that Bowser Jr. can help fight in them. So it
yeah. It
doesn't seem
also
like Bowser's going to
like
be the only boss of this game.
yeah, it also kind of appears to be like um like in Mario Odyssey when you had a boss fight with can't remember what the bad guys' names were in the
I don't
thing
know.
in
It was
Mario
something
Odyssey,
like
but
I
like
don't I haven't played I've watched Odyssey. I haven't played it. I forget what they're called, but yeah, it's like the whatever the bunny gang. I'm gonna call them the bunny gang because I know they were all bunnies.
yeah, like kind of like when you go to fight them, there's kind of like a ring around you, so you can't get out and you have to fight them. And
Yeah,
it says like kind of like
there
that.
seems to be like I said, there seems to be a lot of like sunshine representation in this game. Odyssey, especially with this like next scene where like Mario's grabbing whatever the cat like collectible is, whether it's like a star, a moon, etc. He's doing the Odyssey animation for collecting it.
Yeah.
This definitely seems like it's got 3D World assets, but it's also got like some of the newer stuff like ingrained in it as well. And then plus he seems to be around it. Like there's a lot of shots you can look through it, and I might back up to a few shots. But there's a lot of shots where it's got Plessy sitting around just waiting in the water. Also, pausing it right here. There's this scene where like Bowser seems like he's gonna spawn or attack, and you've got Mario surrounded by all these different cats. Now, there's one issue I have with this, and which is if this is 3D World, where is the rest of the playable characters from 3D World? Toad, Peach, Luigi, Rosalina. They all seem to be absent in this
Yeah.
new DLC.
Yeah, kind of like the colors of the cats kind of coordinate with the colors of the cat suits from 3D World that each character could have.
Yeah, Toad was
So
blue, Peach was pink, Luigi was green. I think Rosalina was like black or something.
yeah, she was a grey black color.
Yeah. So,
It
not saying
kind
this
of
is just a prediction, but it would be an interesting storytelling piece if maybe part of the whole scheme or plot is that maybe the rest of the gang was turned into like animals or enemies or something like that along the lines, and that's why it's only Mario and Bowser Jr. going up against Bowser.
yeah, because like judging by like how like close the cats are to Mario, it kind of like it looks like they like can they're showing that they can trust him, like as they're trying to get closer to him.
Yeah. And then obviously, if we keep going forward, you've got Bowser, who comes in and he's spinning around. And a great detail is like there's stuff coming off of him, which really reminds me of the black paint from Color Splash. Like there's paint going everywhere when he's spawning in, and like the whole like
Yeah, there's
atmosphere
also
changes too when he spawns in. Like it goes from a nice sunny day to a big stormy rainy night.
yeah, there's also like a load of smoke surrounding him as well.
Yeah. He definitely looks like Giga Bowser. Or I've heard people say like it's almost like Ganondorf. He's got like this like he's black and he's got like the red and orange like glow around him.
Yeah, it's kind of like he's like possessed. Like I think in Mario and Rabbids there was like the final boss you had to fight Bowser, and I think he got possessed again. I think Bowser Jr. helps you in that, but I'm not sure. I can't remember.
Yeah, I haven't followed that one
Like I
as
think
much
Bowser
in the
Jr. was
past
kind of
few weeks days, but yeah. Also again, I've been throwing it out there. I've been saying it a lot. Possession with Bowser goes back to like I don't know. Color Splash. He was possessed by the black paint, and again, there's a lot of like black goop paint, whatever, spawning in when he's spawning in. So that seems to be, and he's also like he
yeah.
spawns in. The
I think
world changes. Like there's all these new like blacker, darker, glowing red blocks, and these like
yeah.
fire
I
cat
think
enemies
because
too.
Bowser's possessed, that's why. Yeah,
So it's like,
I think it's
you can say what you're gonna say first, and then I'll say what I thought.
as I as Bowser's like possessed. I think that's probably why Bowser Jr. is following you around because like he wants to get his dad back.
Yeah, and I was gonna say, like I said,
He,
these fire cats
he
that
can't do
seem
it
to
alone.
spawn when Bowser appears. It's either brand new enemies that just show up when Bowser appears, or maybe it's like whatever is controlling Bowser is controlling the other cats around the island. But that would make for a strange yet interesting concept. Because if they're like peaceful cats and like when Bowser attacks they become hostile, that would be an interesting uh enemy of sorts.
Yeah, I also noticed like when in the scene where you're like swimming away from Bowser with Plessy, like you can dive.
Yeah, Plessy
Like I
seems to
don't.
have a new move set and for this DLC. Like he can dive, get air, get momentum, and kind of get out of like the blast zone, out of like the danger zone. I think he can do that in like he did that earlier in the other part of the trailer too, but I didn't really point it out. I just like was keen on the fact that like he's probably gonna be like your fast travel around this new world.
Yeah.
And you've got Bowser who has fire breath that is able to like burn anything or like destroy anything that's made of gold basically. And it basically spawns coins.
Yeah, like the gold blocks, they kind of look like the ones from like final. boss like escape Mario Odyssey, where you have to capture Bowser and then escape with Peach.
Yeah.
There's a load of gold blocks that are kind of like that.
Seems like as we were saying before, the Gigabell, Megabell, whatever it's called, seems to be covered in black paint in like the day, but it seems to like become all gold and like active when Bowser spawns in.
Yeah, it's kind of like it can sense danger, I guess.
Either sense danger, or like maybe you have to like with like all the new collectibles, maybe you have to collect like a certain amount of collectibles, which like awakens the thing every time Bowser spawns in.
Yeah.
Which would explain why, like in some scenes, like with the Plessy scene, like you don't have the big Gigabell that turns you into like Mega Cat Mario or whatever it is, but like you have points where like you've got Bowser chasing you and you're just Mario, and then you got this scene where like Mario uses the Gigabell to probably fight Bowser.
Yeah, he kind of like goes into like a supersonic mode.
Or like people have been
When
saying, he also
Sonic.
goes like Super Saiyan mode. And Bowser Jr.
Yeah.
seems to be with you along for the whole thing. Like he's even there when you're gonna have like the big maybe showdown with Bowser. So I feel like Bowser Jr. is gonna play a major role in this. Bowser will, the whole new like collectibles, the whole new island. So yeah, there's a lot of great things coming for this DLC. There's a lot of stuff that uh we can predict, but we don't know yet. And there's, like I said, there's a lot of like interesting design choices and like effects that seem to like show this is a different place from 3D World, and yet but it's still connected in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah. I feel
So
like it's
yeah,
kind of like they've like taken the upgraded graphics from Odyssey and used them in 3D World and then thrown in a few sunshine Easter eggs.
yeah, it seems to be like the next like big thing that people are gonna want to play when it releases.
Yeah.
So with that, that concludes like the big breakdown. There is another trailer like that kind of explains some stuff, but it just shows off the same thing. Like it explains like some of the story aspects. Like I think it like I didn't watch it fully. I know there's a thing where like it shows off a little. It like has like a director commentary explaining some of the details, but obviously they don't want to say everything because they have to leave you wanting more to want to play the game. So
Yeah, I think I watched some of that and it like had a little bit of the storyline in it. Like Bowser somehow got mad and
yeah.
that's why he's all weird and stuff.
But yeah, I will probably link both down below. We didn't react to the other one. We wanted to mainly react to like the first like ever look at it with like no commentary, and like just talk about what we speculate for this, because regardless if I can play it, Livvy can play it, whatever, we're just still excited, and we it wouldn't be a Mario DJ video without having part of the outro cut off. So yeah, as I was saying before it cut off, we wanted to just do this with just the original trailer, the 2-minute trailer, with no like commentary from the developers, and just give our thoughts, speculations, and whatnot on the whole topic at hand. So yeah, that I believe that is everything for now. If you guys have enjoyed, do leave a like, comment, subscribe. Very much appreciated. Subscribe to hit the bell so you get notified when videos like this come out. And go check out Livvy. She does gaming videos, and there's some other stuff you can check out. But yeah, she mainly does gaming videos, so you can go check that out. Link in the description along with the 2 trailers, 1 trailer, whatever it's gonna be. And just stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you on the flip side. I was talking to a buddy of mine, and yeah, stay safe and stay healthy is in my intro for now. But one day it's not going to be there. It's just gonna be see you on the flip side, or whatever it is. So yeah, any final words, Livvy, before we end the video?
Well, thank you for having me on the channel. I think that's about it.
You're
Thanks
always
for having me on the
welcome.
channel.
Collabs are fun, and hey, getting some early collabs in for the new year, I feel like it's a good start.
Yep.
You'll be seeing another collab soon besides this one. I gotta go probably record that. But yeah, you'll see some more collabs soon. So yeah, stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you on the flip side, guys. Bye.
Bye.